What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Roots. So I'm going to review the first Christmas album and second studio album by American recording artist Clay Aiken. Basically, this product is called Merry Christmas with Love, and it came out in the fall of 2004. So within the pitch behind this product is some excellent type ordeals. Now within the aspect, I reviewed Clay Aiken earlier in 2025, pitches like that, his 2003 album Measure of a Man. Good type pitches there, gave that a classic score, pitches like that. Hear about it. I was originally going to review further Clay Aiken. I did review further Clay Aiken, but it's not going to probably surface until way out in 2026 or even further pitches like that. But I reviewed in terms of the order I've done, this is the third review I've done for him, but this will be the second one to surface within these pitches within the format. But originally I thought that Clay Aiken had a series more albums in between his 2003 album and his 2006 album, which is actually his second official follow-up, and even that particular one had cover songs on there, pitches like that. So it took a little bit of a ways for him to get like a true follow-up to his hit 2003 album when he was fresh off American Idol and pitches like that. So it's kind of the ordeal. This is a cover songs album, doesn't have any original material on here, has some excellent type flares with like the holiday type music, pitches like that. But just to keep in mind, similar to what I said about Clay Aiken with his 2003 album Measure of a Man, he is not particularly as ravenous with like the turn up type factor of like Friday, Saturday, Thursday night type thrills, pitches like that. And that's not a problem, but it is kind of more an adult contemporary type sense within the aspect of more has more merrymaking in terms of like shopping for gifts and like particular romantic dinners, toasty kind of cozy up and like when it's real frosty and biting outside and like Spotify bleeds nowadays type pitches, but back in those days fireplace more bound and just cooking like particular making like frosted pretzels and gingerbread, some of those type of ordeals, good holiday treats like that, pitches, some of those type of ordeals, fruitcake, some of those stuff, good holiday meals, pitches like that, just an aspect on holiday hams, good holiday meals like that as far as those pitch counts. So within the excellent aspect, but within the pitch, this album's going to get a 10 out of 10, excellent type of ordeals, but it's just something to keep in mind within the fact that it has it has a leash within the aspect, just to say it's not in complaint of that aspect, but it's just the aspect as far as saying it's not so much within a leash as of it not being that way. It's not within a leash of it not being fun, but it's just kind of within the pitch as far as saying, maybe usually talking about some of these type fairs, not a super ton of moments to kind of have the aspect of throwing in like some Taco Bell type fare in here, some of these type pitches. It has more the aspect of it's going to be things like dinner parties and extravagant dinners, some step out, some ballroom type places, some of these type pitches within aspects of just like the fair, just curriculums of like a healthy kind of appetite for a more restricted kind of holiday season, and then throwing in on top of that like the makeshift type fair, getting to money, some of these type pitches, the aspect of romantic aspects as well within the pitch of set aside for like significant others and babes and booze in mind, some of these type pitches kind of tone as far as saying it's a full plate of an album as far as those pitch counts. So just the aspects as far as saying it's good type pitch, is paying attention to the product. There's not going to be songs on here like Jingle Bell Rock and like particular Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, some of these type ones, like Jingle Bells and these type pitches. When you pay attention to the formats and more step, there's probably some other type ones, some of these type pitches that have a little bit more contemporary type bite when you think of like the tone. I do question getting one of those particular type ones within the pitch, probably even within the aspect, just something within the tone of, for some reason can't think of as many full bound type Christmas songs, but just one of those type pitches of something that would kind of be within the variety of Jingle Bell Rock, but also another one of those type ones. The weather outside is frightful. Yeah, kind of the way that Gwen Stefani did Let It Snow, some of those type pitches within the product, but just aspects of that. But it is good. It's excellent type fire. Just say classic album pitches like that, just the real frosty type bite, some of these type pitches, just the aspect, just understand you're probably going to be wearing those hateable kind of Christmas sweaters. Not to say they're actually hateable. I mean, they're glamorous, good pitches like that. They're adorable, some of those type pitches, but you may be wearing like those ones that would be like a real kind of orange and green. It's just kind of pitch of just paying attention to some of that. It's just that kind of variety as far as the pitch of this. It's going to be the Christmas sweater and kind of gluten-free kind of Christmas type fair pitches like that. So this kind of aspect, it's not like that's the problem, but just pay attention towards it. But yeah, there were 5 singles off this album. Pitches like that, Winter Wonderland, I'm just going to talk about these in order within the pitch of the single type variety, then we'll get to the rest of the album. The highest charting song off this album in terms of the adult contemporary charts was Winter Wonderland. Now, all of these only charted on the adult contemporary, but Excellent Type Pitches. A lot of these were top 40, some of these were top 30 singles, but mostly top 35. So 4 out of 5 of them were top 35 singles, but Winter Wonderland hit top 13 on like the adult contemporary. Winter Wonderland's like a dope, high civility kind of winter indoor brush, kind of get within these aspects here to shop for some giftings and say pitches like that, just to get to the fair like shopping season, just standard products with some pickups for bays and significant others within these pitches. As far as these pairs going to happen, good to get like some mochas on the side pitch like that, just within in between touch sessions. So if it is more within the variety of not shopping every single time, just some extra type fare, just getting some of that civility type product within the aspect, just some Starbucks going pitches like that. Pick good nice jump by Panera Bread, some of these extra type aspects just within the variety, just more refined kind of gray outside holiday brush as far as this fair is going to go. Excellent type pitch. So this has the format of it amidst the fair, just good gallivant pitches like that, and more in an excellent prompt type sense, good pitches like that. Oh Holy Night's a nice one. It's like a nice starry kind of romantic night and dinner gaze to get within these aspects here. Oh Holy Night's a real nice one off this album. It's like a nice starry romantic night and dinner gaze to get within these aspects here. Just frosty and blue outside, say within some type of ordeals. It's one of those type winter nights where it would be complete blue skies pitches like that, trees looking real scraggly, something like that. Blue skies pitch like that, trees looking real scraggly pitch like that, some type of ordeals. This excellent aspect is some Yuletide to kind of get within these pairs. Just kind of miss the pitch. Just within these products, just appreciating the moments within these pairs as far as the pitch is going to happen. Just to miss the fair, or just consistent kind of just songs like Oh Holy Night have some excellent type fare. Just a series of googly-eyed and connecting type night type product within these pitches. Just a series of these good nights within these pitches as far as these fairs going to happen. Definite dope kind of steely dinner gaze, something type aspects with the tone, but just real nice frost kind of get within the night type product to just consist. It's connecting kind of after hours type nightlife as far as those pitch can happen in a more prim type sense. So excellent type fare. Hark the herald angels sing, oh come all ye faithful is nice on here as well. It's like a nice prim kind of outfitted dinner, I'd say, pitches like that. Something type ordeals. It's good to have Doritos along for the ride, pitches like that. Just some of these type ones, like I was saying, a full plate within some type aspects. This one's a little bit more showy within aspects as far as these first have a little bit more within the socialized type conduct of having more of like a social face. Some of these type ordeals is kind of pitch. Oh Holy Night's just more kind of private within the aspect, or just more isolated within like the dinner type fare pitch like that. Some of these type ones within the aspect of it, but just the pitch kind of get within these products as far as something within the occasion of just like an organized kind of something that has like like a scheduling about it within those fairs, just within presentability pitch like that. But yeah, I would definitely just say within the recommendation. This is what I was talking about within the earlier type set, that some of these type ones don't seem as much full bound within like, oh, we just got done with Taco Bell like 20-30 minutes ago pitch like that. Just to miss the aspect where you are going to have a full stomach. You're going to have a full stomach to have some of this food and pitches like that, and the spending type fare, the tip type fare, some of these type. And it's not to complain about the pitch, but just the aspect of just the presentability, the night glam, and the busyness that kind of happens with it. But yeah, just Doritos throw in some of those type pitches, the excellent type aspects of it. And surprisingly, there is like a smoking. Surprisingly, there is at least a smoking song or two on here, pitches like that. It really doesn't have as much full bound type conduct. I noticed that it wasn't as much full bound with the aspect of terribly consistent within the aspect of eggnog and some of these type fairs. They're really getting like the holiday cores and some of these type aspects thrown in within the full bound typeness. But I would say at least the occasional throw in some Doritos or fairs like that, since the pitch is one of those type most within the aspect, good type flair. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas has some excellent type ordeals with it as well. It's like a toasty and syrupy kind of classic retire, I'd say, here pitch like that. It's a rom-com type night. Some of these type ordeals in the product is good to make like some ginger houses, gingerbread, ginger snaps, some of these type pitches within tons, holiday treats, some of these type aspects within the wayside, just kind of traditional type fare. Now within 2004, this is be one of those type ones. It's one of those aspects, traditional type song within the pitch. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, Dreaming of a White Christmas, all my favorite things. Some of these type pitches with the aspect is one of those classic 50s, 60s type croon type songs with the pitch. The particular fare about it, Clay Aiken makes a lot of these feel more operatic within tone, which is excellent type pitch to kind of get this particular fare about it. Just kind of has more of like a choir-like and kind of more getting like Clay Aiken's rendition, some of these type ones. It just feels more social kind of with the pitch. It just feels like it's speaking to more of like crowds of people. When you think of like the original folks that did Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, it just feels like one of those type songs that you'd probably listen to within the aspect of like like just at home with the fireplace on, some of these type of pitches, just family making dinner, some of these type of aspects. And tell them is this kind of pitch as far as saying the Clay Aiken is just kind of one, kind of feels almost like bookstore type boundness pitch like that amidst the fare of. Feels more public and sprightly as far as these pitch go, but just the aspect behind it, just good particular kind of toasty, kind of holiday, kind of cozy jive pitches like that as far as what's supposed to have a good type pitch. Nice type pitch to lounge a bit within those fares. Mary Did You Know is the 5th single off this project. Excellent type fares with this one as well. It's like some nice evening slush you get here within these products. This particular song reminds like a slower touch song, I'd say, pitch like that, the hit song. Now, this is a song I listen to Touch quite a bit by Clay Aiken as far as these first album. This is one of those type ones when I usually say that Clay Aiken doesn't have terribly many up-tempo type songs. This is one of the more up-tempo type ones. It wasn't a single off of Measure of a Man from 2003, but it's probably one of the few type songs that has like the most bite in terms of like the aspect to like a rump shaker pitch like that, something with like the aspect to like some groove about it. It's excellent type fare. This is one that has some rhythm within that. Not quite a, like I would say that Touch from 2003 is like a mild kind of mid-tempo kind of rhythmic jive about it within pitches like that. This one has a little bit milder rhythm than that particular song, but it's a good song for like some candles going pitches like that. So this is a good spice of like particular Smoke and God's pitches like that. Really gives off like some 1997, 1999, like 90s pop type vibes, something that Christina Aguilera would have done on like her debut album, something like that within those pitches, other type flares like that. Particular varieties about definitely feels like Jennifer Lopez, some of these type divas pitches like that within the tones behind it. Yeah, but definitely definitely a good slow dance type song, just more homebound within these pitches. Probably one of those type ones within a holiday type party, just the after effect of just like wind down type mode pitches like that. It's kind of take the edge off type lax type song within those pitches. This is probably the one to stand out off this particular album in terms of like the pitch of like, I mean there is another one on here that has like some relative kind of slow dance type appeal. I'd say Don't Save It All for Christmas Day is one of those type ones as well, but this is probably the one has like the closest thing to like some up tempo type groove. I mean there is songs like Sleigh Ride and Winter Wonderland that have like a relative type bite and a more kind of just frosty kind of decked out and like holiday gear pitch like that, but in terms of like the ordeal is something that kind of has more dance type occasioning. This is a good nice one for those pitches, but this is probably like the energy about this song. This is not like ferocity kind of bust a move type jive. It's more the pitch of this healthy kind of slow groove, probably 3.5, maybe 4.5 out of 10, 4.25 in terms of like the energy behind this real affable kind of slow dance good pitch like that. But look after it. That's the 5 singles. So that particular song, Mary Did You Know, is a top 35 on like the Billboard or the adult contemporary charts. So some of these other type ones, the rest of these hit songs of this album, Sleigh Ride's real nice on here. It's like an out in the fray kind of, and Sleigh Ride's like an out in the fray in an elegant sense, kind of appreciate the snow, I'd say, pitch like that here. Just some good driveway type song pitch like that. Just Smoke 1, 2, some of these type fares just have some gab along the way within these pitches. So this is one of those type ones, probably the aspect, not, like I was saying, not super ton like the most, kind of have like the Smoke type products, some of these type fares, but this would just be one of those type products. Just appreciate the snow, like, hey, the snow looks nice, some of these type ordeals, just, probably likely we've got shit to do, but then probably get some ganja in your system if you're not driving some of these type pitches. Just the aspect of just appreciate like some backyard type fare within these pitches, or just the product of just like leftover type vibes of just winter pastiming pitches like that. But it does kind of feel more within the aspect of having more products of things that have to happen. Sleigh Ride does feel more like within the vibe of more things that need to happen within the sense, but it's just kind of product, good Smoke type fare to throw in within some of those type aspects within it. Joy to the World's nice on here as well. It's like an excellent kind of dinner party and refined kind of fraternized get within these products within the aspects of it. This is probably one that goes along pretty well with Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Oh Come All Ye Faithful, some of these type ones. Oh Holy Night, just not as isolated pitches like that. It's like a song, this Joy to the World would be like a song where you have to bring food. So it's probably Joy of the World would be one of those type of songs where you have to bring food pitch like that. So it's kind of the aspect as far as like a dinner party where it's like, yeah, there's going to be stuff here, but likely bring something just within the aspect, just having something within the tone of, whether it would be like macaroni salad or just something that within the aspect that you have to spend some time cooking forward to, something you have to spend the aspect as far as cooking forward towards pitch like that. So it's kind of within the ordeal of like, it's good healthy hosting as far as those first going to happen. So just from the pitch, excellent type fares from the product of it. Merry Christmas with Love. Now this is supposedly like the only new song off this album within these pitches. I clicked on this song off Wikipedia and it had said that it was a song that came out off an 80s album, but for the most part it's relatively new within the pitch. Not terribly many folks had covered it pitched like that, but this is like the closest thing to a new song on here. It's like a throwback kind of 90s ballad and doe-eyed kind of glistening within these products here. This is another real super It's another real super syrupy kind of romantic gauze about one. Good excellent pitches like that. Just appreciate and vocalize about it as far as these pitch kind of goes. Just the after effects, something that Mariah Carey would have done. 95, 97, some of those type of ordeals, good pitches like that. This is probably in between. This is the same sort of vibe as Mary Did You Know, but just a lot more of like a slow jam type of mind pitch like that. It's a nice holiday steam pitches like that within the aspect behind it. Some excellent kind of holiday steam pitches like that. Just a real steely type song in earnest as far as this fair is going to have. So it's just when the pitch for us saying excellent type fair, just kind of the aspect of like kind of cozy homebound type fit, just appreciative with the aspect. But yeah, the vocalized about it, just kind of conduct of just letting, not so much just within product, I mean more than just saying thank you and minor kind of here and there type gratitude, just within the pitch actually bounded kind of appreciation pitch like that within the fair, this diva type fit for what's going on with the holiday type fair pitch like that, sunset ordeals. What are you doing New Year's Eve is nice on here as well. It's like a nice warm holiday lounge, I'd say. Have like a little, it'd be a good nice one to have like a latte, just some pleasant chatter as far as these pitch kind of happen. Yeah, what are you doing New Year's Eve? It's just a real nice wide outside type song pitch like that. Some of these type of ordeals, just miss the fair, just easy kind of one of those type ones. It's a cozy kind of morning or brunch hours pitch like that. Some of these type fairs from the pitch. But yeah, definitely a good nice one to have like latte type fair, just some pitches just around holiday treats and leftover type aspects like goodies that have been made around the holiday season pitch like that. Candy cane, some of those type fairs from the pitches, mint, some of those type aspects, good excellent tones. Cook a few meals pitch like that. Don't save it all for Christmas Day is nice on here as well. It's like an unwind after like holiday burrows pitch like that. One of those type ones just to miss the fair. Now it's kind of within the pitch of this, the opening type ensemble within the pitch of just got done with things within the fair. Just kind of, this album doesn't particularly have as much within the makeshift. I did notice within these fairs it's not as much within the makeshift variety as far as like the rush and the bustle. For the most part, minus maybe Winter Wonderland and Sleigh Ride, some of these type pitches, but it's just kind of aspects as far as saying for the most part, the traffic of like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon or evening, some of those type fairs just missed it. It kind of skips past some of those type tones to the pitch, just kind of aspect, alright, that's done, getting towards the product of this. Opening kind of moments of just the finish up with things. It's kind of homebound, kind of slow dance. It's just a real good greeting. Some of these type pitches, like, oh, you bought the gifts, good type fair, happy to see you. Some of these type pitches with the aspects as far as these fairs going to happen. Just good products of healthy round of appreciate as far as this fairs going to happen. Just kind of aspect this good type fair of diva being pleasant. Some of these type pitches with the aspect of just got done with things. So excellent type fair, just mild kind of slow dance. That song goes along pretty well with Mary Did You Know, just within the pitch. Just basic kind of homebound type one. Just one of those type ones where nowadays Spotify would be on some of those type pitches, just kind of music, some of those type fairs as opposed to television, Netflix, and some of those type pitches. Good products. Silent Night's good, excellent type fair is like a good holiday pleasure cruise to get within these aspects. This pleasant kind of night drifting, I'd say, here within the product is simple kind of grocery and date type aspects within the after products of it. So just pickups of just getting like simple kind of food and aspects like that. Just been telling just a Walmart run, some of these type pitches or just extra type fair, just utility, some of the aspects of this probably mid and late December type fair and late November type fair pitch like that within those parts. This traditional kind of holiday lights and just night drifting within these pitches. Kind of, this one particularly goes along probably within the same fashion as Oh Holy Night, obviously within those pitches, just kind of less, not as spicy as Oh Holy Night, but just keeping the same energy and jubilance within that fair, just like the traffic along the way as far as this pitch comes. A good particular bountifulness within aspects like that, I'd say. Just excellent product, just simple kind of merrymaking and grocery runs, date evening product, the date night fairs like that, I'd say. The Christmas song Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire is nice on here as well. It's like a classic Xmas kind of lounge, Christmas lounge song pitch like that. Just come home, some yums like that, just the pitches. Just some come home yums as far as this pitch can have. So within the aspect, like some of these traditional kind of Christmas staples, have yourself a merry little Christmas and don't save it. Like traditional kind of Christmas staples, like have yourself a merry little Christmas and don't save it all for Christmas Day. Some of these type pitches, so just the product of this, like the unwind, good welcome mat rolled out within some of these type pitches, just come home type yum. So yeah, definitely an aspect of some come home type yum within pitches. The aspect something to really look forward to, just the spice of just good aspects, like probably some real excellent frosted or oatmeal type cookies to come home to within these pitches. Just the product, just the fair, just the lounge. Just some nice open arms as far as like a welcome home within those pitches after like the aspect of like traditional kind of long day type products pitches like that. Now it's not to say as if busting your ass is full bound is just kind of pitch like the product of like the get up of just like usual kind of holiday bustle pitch like that. I mean, it doesn't have it with an aspect of as if it has to be harrow and just complete kind of aspects of like the torment behind it and just the tone of just like the gripe, despite the gripe and that type of air, but just the aspect of just skipping past it, just like the product, just Chestnuts roasting on an open fire does a good job being like the welcome committee pitches like that. So look after it here. So yeah, 10 out of 10 album pitches like that. The social score I'm going to go ahead and give. Now within the pitch behind, I'd say within the aspect, in terms like the variety in a more esteem type sense and a more aspect like the elegance type factor, it would be like a 10 out of 10 within the tradition. But just supposing you need something with more drive and bustle, it's just kind of within the aspect, it's just very kind of stabilized, and within the aspect, it is more fastened within these pitches, so it doesn't really cut loose and loosen up its tie that oftenly within here. So I'd probably say in the aspect, there are some moments in terms of the cover song type appeal, like Winter Wonderland and Sleigh Ride, that have mild type aspects as far as like shopping out in the fray. But in terms of the aspect, it just has more dinner parties, kind of the aspect of toasty, kind of hosting type fair pitches like that, more within the aspect. Good slow dance and slow jam type songs in there with some of these type aspects. But in terms of something with a more ferocious kind of contemporary type jive, it doesn't have it as full bound. Like I said, there's moments to kind of sneak in. There's moments in here to kind of mildly throw in like Doritos and like the occasional smokish type fares, a couple swishers, some of those type pitches, tropical swishers, some of those type fares, white grapes, some of those type pitches. But it's kind of the tone as far as saying, just the aspect. Like I said, it's a full plate of things kind of do within these aspects. Just very much committed to like time type fare in the aspect of this particular album has commitments and like aspects of not just commitments, but the aspect of not having the gripe. It's not to say within the pitch like it wouldn't be gripe, but say the aspect of divided attention, but within the conduct of not it being to notice as if you're doing it for like specific kind of motives as far as it's this kind of aspect as far as saying it's kind of the aspect of the mode to be candid. Some of these type pitches with like an active kind of social face, just hosting type fare that's thorough. Some of these type pitches within the tone as far as the pitch kind of goes. So it's just very busy. Some of these type aspects, the aspect of within the tradition of holiday get up and just amidst like holiday get up and music type fare on top of that. So it's just been pitched for example. The active tone about it is it's pretty thrilling within these tones. I will say about this aspect that Clay Aiken's pretty thrilling type do within the pitch. He does have a healthy plate of things within the tones. All this particular music, the song selection, because he didn't have to pick these songs that he did. He could have picked other songs. He could have picked Jingle Bells. He could have picked favorite things. He could have picked Santa Baby, some of these type ones within the pitch as far as these formats going to have them within the pitch. The selection of songs that he picked were like the aspects of having like a throw-in type time was just more amidst the pitch of like Christmas party, dinner party, things like that. Some of these type pitches, active shopping, some of these type fairs, just toasty kind of retired type music pitch like that. Some slow dance type songs within the pitch of like the after product of just like leftover type vibes of get-togethers and tones like that. So it's just missed the pitch to just in the product. So probably even like some date evenings with the aspect just like traditional type fare. I would almost throw in church type fare within some type aspects as well. Just with the aspect whether or not to say full bound as if it has to be, but just kind of pitch it just like occasionally where it would be more family centric and miss like the commonplace of just more music and coworker type aspects of the tone. So just kind of pitch for us saying just active play to these things, but it does keep it interesting within the fairs, just like the activity, this pretty merry kind of bustle amidst the holiday season pitch like that. Busier within certain aspects, but it's just kind of fair. It's a healthier kind of busier, but it is the pitch as far as saying it's fun within those tones as far as saying it's just the pitch, throwing in the Doritos, getting some smoked type product in there on top of that, good type pitches. So social score is going to get 9.75, but just selling because it doesn't have like a kind of dance type group type song within pitch of like one of his hit songs like Touch or something like Jingle Bell Rock, some of those type pitch. But other than that, it's basic classic in terms of socialized. There's plenty to do on here. It's not as much kind of Friday holiday type fare in terms of dance. It's not as much Friday kind of holiday type fare in terms of dance cards, pitch like that. But look after it. So in terms of the future, Clay Aiken has supposedly dropped like a second Christmas album, some of those type pitches in 2024, pitch like that. He has some other type albums within these aspects. I'm going to get to some of these within these tones. Excellent type pitch to get towards it here. Good, excellent classic. I would say recommend all the songs, good pitches like that. Real excellent holiday staple and easy kind of stocking stuffer within plenty of aspects, I'd have to say.